The Middle East today is rapidly developing into a dynamic region of interconnected conflicts. No longer are the simple and obvious issues of the past, like Israel and the Palestinians, necessarily the driving factors. What we have today is, after the Arab Spring, a number of governments falling, a number of new governments developing, and in the instability, we're having the emergence of these incredibly dynamic political events, as we've seen in Iraq and Syria. These are not going to go away anytime soon. They are impacting tens of millions of people in country after country neighbouring each other. The impacts of this will be significant. They will affect Europe, they will affect the United States, they will affect Asia. They are having and will continue to have an impact on the global economy. So looking at the Middle East is not just an interesting history lesson, it has a profound impact on key economic and political decision making today. A great example of this is the increasing influence of the Sunni-Shia dynamic. Ask people about the Middle East and the conflict in it, they will tell you things like Israel-Palestine or some of these other traditional issues. But to understand actually what is going on in the region is to understand that what is increasingly breaking down is between an Arab world which is seeing itself as the Sunni side of Islam against a perceived adversary which is Iran and its Shia allies. This increasingly is the dividing line in the Middle East. And while this may seem something that should only interest students of international relations, it actually has huge impact on economic indicators. This is driving Saudi Arabian policy in regards to the crisis with Qatar as they try and force one of the other Gulf states to divide from Iran. It has huge influence on their domestic policies. It is driving a lot of the reforms, the privatization, including of course the hugely important one that is taking place around Saudi Aramco. All of these decisions, which have huge economic impacts, not just in the region of course, but globally, are being driven by the changing Middle East and the determination of actors in the region to be on the right side of events, not on the wrong side of them. Another great example is Russia. The Russian intervention in the region is not just to achieve short-term political ends, but in fact has much broader strategic consequences. The Russians are concerned that they are losing influence in the world. They're increasingly believing that the United States and Europe are adversarial, and their strategy in the Middle East is connected to what is going on in Crimea, is connected to what's going on in the broader strategic battle they have with the United States of America. Understanding the trends in the Middle East help us understand the broader global political environment in which every business is operating today.